start. Hello, if you're watching, happy Thanksgiving. I have not made a video in a long time for my YouTube channel. I haven't really posted on my stories that much, and that's just been because I've been really depressed. I do apologize for any background noise. I live in an apartment complex. Sounds like somebody's turning their car on or something. Can't really control that, but I thought that this would be an easy and fun way to connect and just kind of share what I've been up to. So today I'm going to be making a couple things for Thanksgiving. I'm just eating by myself. So I'm just making a couple sides. I'm making a corn casserole and I'm making mashed potatoes. Now the corn casserole, based on the recipe card that I have, says that it is going to take an hour and 15 minutes to bake in the oven, and I usually eat lunch around noon, and it's 11:16 right now. So I figured I better get on it. This is the recipe card, in case you would also like to make this recipe. I got it from my grandma. I don't know if it's her recipe, but that's where I got it from. I'm not really a huge fan of casseroles or of corn, but I really like this, so we're gonna start off with this. And let's see, so first thing I'm gonna do, always take off any long sleeves because I don't want anything getting in the food. I'll just put it there, get out of frames so you don't have to see it. And then, of course, we want an apron. Which apron do I want? Let's go with this one. This one's probably like my most simple apron. I usually bake over there, but for lighting purposes, I'm gonna mix everything up over here. Let's see. Get it over my head and my ponytail. That would be great. Always good to protect your clothing. All right, so now I'm gonna get out all my ingredients. We need half cup butter, a cup of sour cream, a can of cream corn, whole corn, undrained, 2 eggs, and a box of Jiffy cornbread mix. So I'll get the butter. My fridge is super full. I need to start eating it out. Perfect. And then the Jiffy cornbread mix and the whole corn. Okay, and we're gonna put it in, I think I need 2 bowls. Okay. So I've got these 2 Pyrex bowls that I like to use. They're on the smaller side, but this is what I got, so let's see. It looks like once I mix up these ingredients, it's going to go in with these. So I want this to be smaller. Now, I'm just combining the butter and the sour cream, but I never remember to take the butter out early enough for it to just be soft and easy to mix. And I do enjoy hand mixing, so that is what I'm going to be doing, but it's not soft, so I always put it in the microwave I know that you're not really supposed to do that, but it's never ruined anything that I needed to make. So let's see, I'll just start out with 10 seconds. Don't want anything exploding. That would not be good. Okay, another 10 seconds. Turn off this plate from earlier. Let's see. Nope. I'd like to see some liquid. I don't see any liquid yet. What's the oven temp? 325. Steak. Oops. Too excited. Let's see. Okay. We're getting there. Hasn't quite melted yet. This is not for long, is it? Okay. I'm seeing some liquid, so we're going to keep going. What about now? That's liquidy. Just a little bit more. That, so perfect. And then we're going to combine it with the sour cream. So, and I need a cup or 8 ounces, and this is exactly 8 ounces, so I'm just going to dump it all in there. Even though I've been depressed, I've been baking a bit. It's been fun. That's probably a big reason why my fridge is so full. Just keep baking more stuff. But you know, the holiday season has lots of fun recipes and foods that I don't really eat otherwise, so. All right, so just gonna mix this up, but the texture of the sour cream is a little weird, so I'm gonna kind of smear it on the sides of the bowl. I don't know if you can see, but kind of trying to smear it so it breaks up a little bit. And mix it a little harder. Not too hard, we don't want it splashing, but hey, I am protected with my apron, so that's a good thing. This is what it's kind of looking like now. I have to be careful so it doesn't just drip out onto the counter. Get the insides, the outsides, the edges. Okay. We'll clean this out later so I can recycle that. Okay, so now in a different bowl, we're going to combine the last bit of the ingredients. So I'm going to start with the corn. I do need to open this can, so electric can opener it is. So sometimes I don't hook it on correctly, and then it goes all the way around and does nothing. I'll open this one maybe. Hi Natalie, happy Thanksgiving. Can't see it from back here. It's like thick now. that so I can recycle it. Now it does say undrained, so, oh geez, it's like almost the whole bowl. We'll see how this goes. And then 2 eggs and the cornbread mix. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Anything fun? Are you celebrating with friends, family, strangers maybe? When I was a kid, I lived in California, and I lived close to my grandparents. My family and I would always go over to my grandparents' house for Thanksgiving, and many times there would be some random person that we didn't know, because my grandparents were just very generous, and they would invite random people from church or even just people on the street who, you know, didn't necessarily have anyone to go to for Thanksgiving and celebrate it with. Which, you know, is nice, but it was a little unsettling that there was this random person there. So, yeah, but I mean, my family they all live in California. They're gonna get together today and, you know, have a nice meal, and we exchange Christmas lists as well. I don't know what you all do, but my family has always done a Christmas list, and you like link exactly what you want, so there's no guessing of what does somebody want, what is somebody going to like, because, well, it's on the list. You know what they want. So I can just tell, I mean, you could probably tell too, it's very full in this bowl. So I don't think the cornbread mix is gonna fit as well. So I'm gonna transfer this over. I've only made this once before, and I made it at my parents' house with their equipment. But I haven't made it with my own yet, so this is still, you know, a bit of a learning experience for me. Let me put this away. All right, and our last ingredient is the cornbread mix. Just gonna dump it in there. Yep, that's good. Packaging. Try to kind of clean as I go. You can't see my trash cans, but that's where I'm going. And we're gonna mix it up. Trim the edges. It's mixing up really nicely. Do. Yeah, there's still some like bigger chunks of cornbread, which I can see when I scrape it on the side of the bowl. You can start to see like a floury like substance. But just gotta mix it a little harder, a little longer. It'll break up. Get a little arm workout. Perfect, because my fatigue has been preventing me from working out lately. So I take exercise in any way I can. All right, so now we're gonna combine and mix with the first bowl's ingredients, which is this. So let me just go ahead and mix this again. All right, so let's see if I can do this without dripping it. So this is what it looks like in the second bowl. in the first bowl. So I'm gonna put some of this into there and mix that up. So just pour a little. Mix that up. All right, that's good. So add some more. Mix that up. It's getting more yellow now instead of white with just the sour cream and butter. Put some more. There we go. I think it might fit perfectly in this bowl. All of that mixture together. All right, and now the last bit of it. That ding means the oven's ready for me. I'm almost there. Almost done. And mix the last bit up. Probably see it's almost coming out of the bowl, so you gotta be careful. All right. So here's what it looks like. And I'm gonna be putting the mixture in two things because I don't actually have like a cake pan or some kind of square pan for these. So let me get the first dish. I got this from the Dollar Tree, real cute, real small. Obviously it won't fit everything, but it's been a little dusty. It's been sitting out as decor, so I'm just gonna rinse that. Dry it out. And we are going to want to grease that, so I'll take out some more butter. I'm just going to kind of draw in there with the stick. So this is just to prevent it from sticking in here, and then, you know, when I take it out, I won't lose a ton of this because it won't be totally stuck to it. Getting a little bit of flour. it should be kind of sticking to the inside, which is what it's doing. It's got flour on the outside to blend in, so. Just gonna wipe that off. And then this is how it looks on the inside after I've dusted it. I'll put some in here. All right. I don't want to fill it too much. So that's that. So then next I'm going to put them in a muffin pan, because once again I don't have a cake pan. It's on my Christmas list actually, but don't currently have one. And since it's a muffin pan, I'm just going to use cupcake liners instead of actually, greasing it myself. Liners are over there, my baking stuff. Let's do yellow liners only. So we got yellow, making sure there's not too stuck together. Blue. I think I used all my yellow, so there's none left. Just the perfect amount. It's in there. Oh, a big glob right on there. Man, I didn't realize how much I was making. Clearly. Let's see, put a little more there maybe. This one. Maybe a little more here. Might fill this up more. I don't know where else to put it. so these are now going to go in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes. This way, this way. It's gonna be a minute. How do you do this? I guess it would be like 75 minutes. There we go. I've never put the timer on for that long before, so. Okay, and then, now we're done with this. This is my recipe book from Amazon. Super cute, I love it. It's where I got my recipe card. Now I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. I haven't made mashed potatoes in a while, so where did I put my phone? Oh. Duh, right there. Okay, the better question is, where's my computer? Right here. Let's see. I think we gotta boil the mashed potatoes, right? Kind of see the computer. Gotta clean off this counter too. What you getting on my laptop stand? Recipe. This one has 634 votes and a 4.9 out of 5 star rating. Okay, what do they recommend? Yep. What about the boiling? Peel the potatoes. I don't know if I want to peel my potatoes though. I like the skin. They recommend cutting it into quarters before putting it into a large pot. And put it into cold salted water. The cold water helps to ensure they cook evenly. Okay. I just got one potato since it's just for me, so. This is what I'm working with here. Wash it. Very important. I use my dishwasher scrubber to brush dirt off. What's a good size? Don't have a lot of size choices. I think I'm gonna wash this and reuse it because it's like the perfect size, I think. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Okay, so they're saying cold salted water is what they recommend, so fill it up. Doesn't say how much salt, but I'll certainly put some in. I don't really need a huge amount, I would imagine. Okay, cut into quarters, place into cold salted water in a large pot. That I can do. Cut it in half first. I don't know if you can see, I'll move this a little. Alright, so oops, splashing everywhere. That's definitely a Monique move. Okay, half done. Half that potato chopped. We're putting it in cold water. Oh. Whoa, where do you think you're going, buddy? Come right back on with your brothers and sisters and siblings that identify otherwise. There we go. Man, this really is taking up the whole bowl. Good thing I didn't try to go small. Alright. I never like to leave my knives out. I just think it's a safety hazard, so I'm just gonna rinse it off. Dry it on your drying mat and put it right back in the knife block. Put the last potatoes in here. And now we're going to boil until tender. The length of time you need to boil the potatoes depends on how big they are cut. That makes sense. This person boils them for about 15 minutes. Just poke the potato with a fork, see if it's tender. Alright. I feel like it's a little too much water. Like just a little too much. Let me make sure I didn't run down the side because it will end up being very loud. And let's see. I put it on medium-high heat. We'll see how that goes. No. Put the lid on top so hopefully it boils a little faster. And I just clean this out because you can't put wet stuff or stuff with food attached to it in the recycle bin, so. Move it. So, this, let me just take this off the stand, it's too difficult. This is what the corn casserole looks like. I keep wanting to call it corn pudding for some reason. It's not corn pudding. And then my potatoes, which obviously have not warmed up quite yet. You know, for a little smile, this is my little decoration corner on my fridge for Thanksgiving. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Not a literal fall, but the season of fall. We also have, what do we call this? The peanuts, you know, Charlie Brown, Happy Thanksgiving, little, you know, meal there for them. And the one that always makes me laugh, we'd like to hire you to steal Thanksgiving, because the Grinch sure knows how to do that. So, just, you know, if you wanted a little laugh, a little smile, there we go. Put this back on the stand. So, besides the mashed potatoes and the corn casserole, I got my all-time favorite Thanksgiving food, which is cranberry sauce. And I've always had it like this. I think, what do you call it, jellied? Yeah, jellied. I've actually never had like the whole cranberry sauce. So, you know, maybe another time I'll get a can of that and try that out. But I've always loved the jellied kind. And I think it's like really easy to just cut into slices and whatnot. So this is something that I will be having for Thanksgiving today at lunch. Basically as soon as these are both done. And then for my entree, I am going to be having turkey, but I'm not making it myself. I have this frozen meal from Healthy Choice. It's honey glazed turkey and potatoes, and then you can see that there's some green beans in there and some craisins. I've had this before, it's really good. Obviously, there's potatoes in here. We have mashed potatoes too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but I just always had mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving, so I really wanted to make them. Debated getting instant mashed potatoes, but I wanted to cook them. So anyway, this will be my entree. And that should be plenty. It should be plenty full after that. I'll probably have to get like small portions of the corn casserole and mashed potatoes because it'll just be too much. And I really don't have like a huge appetite or anything. Fun thing, I've been trying out Home Chef. I made a meal last night. I threw out the recipe card, but it was a chicken cutlet with Caesar salad, and I do think it turned out pretty well. The chicken, I always have trouble cooking meat, especially chicken. I shouldn't say meat. It's really just chicken. I always have trouble cooking chicken, and I think a big part of that is just because I don't own a meat thermometer, which is, you know, get a meat thermometer. Don't do what I do. But I have it on my Christmas list. I just haven't like bought it for myself yet. But I just always worry that it's not cooked properly, so sometimes I like overcook it and then it's like super dry. And like in this case, there was a breading on the outside, and I put it on the heat that it told me to, but it ended up like burning a lot. And then I have had it happen before. The last time I cooked chicken, you know, before this, literally the breading and whatnot, like it burned so much and smoked in here so much that the smoke alarm went off. So, you know, that was embarrassing and I didn't want that to happen. again, luckily it didn't. But I realized when I read the directions back that I did two things wrong. I didn't dry the chicken, and I didn't crush up the like little potato sticks that were on the breading on the outside. I just put them on in all their glory. So could have been my fault, but it still was really good. I was nervous when I took the first bite of chicken because the texture was a little odd. Like, it wasn't what I normally feel the texture of chicken to be. But it ended up being fine. I just kind of have to say to myself, you know, in 4 hours, if I don't throw up, if I'm not in the bathroom throwing it all up, then I guess I cooked it properly, and, you know, I slept the whole night and it was fine. So that's a relief. But I did have that leftover chicken cutlet and another serving of the Caesar salad, because it was 2 servings. So I've always wanted to try a meal delivery kit because it just seems really interesting, but they're kind of expensive. But I think it was, I went to see the new Hunger Games movie recently, and I almost always buy my tickets on Fandango.com just because it's like hooked up to my rewards and it's easy to find the theaters and the movies and stuff. And when I bought the ticket right after, and this always seems to happen, but it gives you like some deals off of certain, you know, sites and services. So it gave me some kind of deal on Home Chef. So I went on there, and then it was cool too because I'm a dietitian, I actually was able to get more of a discount once I uploaded my, you know, proof that I'm a dietitian. So I'm considered a medical provider, and I got a discount as well on that. So that was exciting. It's still pretty expensive, but I thought, let's just try it out. And then I got 2 servings per meal. I don't think you can order 1 serving, if I remember correctly. And then I ordered 3. I was gonna order 2, but I guess you get a better deal if you buy 3. So I bought 3. It's a lot of food. My fridge is very full, but yeah, I've just been wanting to cook a little more recently. So yeah, and I mean, the directions were really good. I did kind of wish they were a little, like, they were bigger. Like, the font was kind of small. But yeah, I mean, it was really good. Everything was labeled. They all came in bags as well. So, for example, this was one of the bags, and it contains everything needed for this recipe. And this recipe is the fire roasted beef and poblano chili. It's kind of hard to see, but hopefully you can see that label there. So that's also really nice that I don't just have to like sift through all the ingredients and try to find the correct ones for the correct recipe. I did cook that chicken cutlet and the Caesar salad, and then my other recipes, I got this, I mean the one I just showed you, the fire roasted beef and poblano chili. This is what it looks like on the recipe card. And then the last one is a Moroccan style chickpea rice bowl. So yeah, I'm not really worried about the beef in this one because I've just never really had trouble with beef. I've never gotten food poisoning from beef. Not to say that you can't. You absolutely can. But I haven't, so I'm not really too worried about that. And of course, there's no meat in this one, which is great. Now, these are both kind of spicy, and I'm not a spice person, but they just sounded so good. And I think what's nice too is, so let's go with this one. So if you look at the ingredients right here, they actually put a little symbol, a little like chili symbol, next to the ingredients that are spicy. So if I wanted to, I could just leave those out. In this case, I think I'm going to leave out the poblano pepper, which I know that's literally like part of the name, but the chipotle pesto, I'm thinking probably is enough for me. You know, I don't really enjoy my pain receptors being stimulated, which is what spice is. And then in this one, the spice is coming from a Portuguese piri-piri blend and a harissa spread. Now, I have no idea what either of those things are, So I will have to look it up and see like how spicy they are. Because if it's like a little bit, that's fine. I do actually really love when I go to like Wendy's or fast food place, I love getting a spicy chicken sandwich. But of course it has like ketchup on it, tomatoes, lettuce, you've got the bun, and then you know I'll be eating. A lot of times I get like a milkshake with it as well to help with the spice, so we'll see. But that was, yeah, it's been a good experience with Home Chef, and it's just been an interesting experience because I've been wanting to try out a meal delivery kit for a while, and I just haven't because it's kind of on the more expensive side. But so I just did that week, and hopefully, you know, some of them can save as leftovers. I was a little bit more worried about the chicken. I think I probably will like finish that for dinner tonight. Don't want anything to, you know, spoil. What is the expiration date on the beef? What was interesting is I looked on the chicken package last night when I was making the meal, and it didn't have an expiration date on it. But this meal is supposed to last me, these meals, plural, it's supposed to last me the whole week, so, excuse me. So I assume it's good, you know, for the whole week. So this is ground beef for that one recipe. Yeah, I'm like, I don't see an expiration date on it. It does say it was passed, inspected and passed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So it is legit, but it's just interesting, like, how can you not have an expiration date on it? Like, look at it. There's no expiration date. Not that I can find anyway. Feel free to screenshot and, you know, if you find it, let me know. But I'm also kind of thinking, oh, I better hurry up and make this because I don't know when the meat's gonna expire. I feel like I gotta wash my hands after that. Excited for Christmas. I wonder how many people's favorite holiday is Christmas versus Halloween, because I know those are two like big holidays. I feel like Christmas is probably the winner, but a lot of people love Halloween as well. Let me just throw this out. As I've been, you know, of course, driving to work and back and grocery store and whatever, I've just noticed that the houses that were decorated for Halloween, some of them, but a small amount, have changed to decorate for Thanksgiving, but most of them actually at the beginning of November were decorated for Christmas. And you know, the Christmas decorations did come out really early this year. Like, I swear I saw Christmas in like October, potentially even the end of September, if I'm remembering correctly. It came out like super early. And I did hop on that and buy some decor because I literally don't have any. And I just figured if I wait too long, it's all gonna be gone. So I hopped on that, and I've got some really nice stuff. And I let myself go a little crazy because, you know, I'm on a budget. And this whole past year, you know, I would get some decor from Dollar Tree, that I would hold back, you know, like, oh, I can only get like $5 worth of stuff or whatever. You know, I didn't want to go too crazy. But for Christmas, I let myself go all out. So I actually don't know, I'd have to look, but I want to say I probably spent like $60-ish on Christmas decor, and almost all of it was from the Dollar Tree. Generally, I feel like the Dollar Tree is great. Like, they just have such great deals on things, and you really are saving money by going there. Like, I mean, there are definitely things where it's like Walmart would have it for basically the same price, sometimes even like a little bit lower, but some things Dollar Tree knocks out of the park. Like, you really can't get it cheaper anywhere else. Like, I actually really like, and this isn't a home decor item, but I write letters back and forth with my best friend, and every once in a while I will send her a card, especially around the holidays. And the greeting cards there are like straight up $1, not $1.25, not, you know, if you go to Target and you have to pay $13 for a card, $1. And I've even gotten a card at the Dollar Tree, maybe it was Dollar General, but I got one for like 53 cents once. So that's a really great thing to get there, and that's just one example of the great deals that Dollar Tree has. So I am excited to put up that decor. I was thinking about filming it, but I just don't know, because I filmed a video actually for my YouTube channel at the beginning of October, and it is Halloween themed. Obviously, it's now Thanksgiving. I have not posted it. I haven't even finished editing it yet. I just can't get myself to do it because editing is just not super fun for me. It's definitely my least favorite part of the video creation process. So yeah, I don't know when my next video is going to come out, but I have tons of ideas saved, so it's not like I'm just, you know, not, like I don't have any ideas or my creativity juices aren't flowing like they are. It's just I can't get myself to actually execute everything. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe filming decorating for Christmas. It's hard too because, you know, I like to decorate my windows and, you know, window sills as well, but I don't want to film that necessarily. I mean, I probably could film the window sill decoration, but I couldn't film the actual, like putting window clings, for example, on the windows, because I don't want people to be able to see out and potentially know where I live. So I'm just trying to be safe. But yeah, because of that, it's a little bit more limited, which is also why I was baking in an area that I don't usually bake in, because if I were to bake over there, then you would have to be facing that way and see out my windows. So, and the lighting just would not be good because it would be backlit. Let's look at the corn casserole. It looks like it's baking real nicely, so that's great. Oh, look at the potatoes. Is it boiling? Not quite. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. All right, I don't know. Should I log off and come back on when the potatoes are done boiling? Because I also need to clean the dishes that I just used for the corn casserole, because I will be reusing them to make the mashed potatoes. I don't want to bore you. You know, it's not interesting. It's fine. It's fine. Ah! Okay, I'm getting out my hand mixer for the mashed potatoes. So you should chill for a second. Put that over here. Let's see, we got this article. Let me just... Yeah. Butter, milk, salt, pepper. I honestly just like potatoes by themselves, but I figure let's go all out for Thanksgiving. So I will be putting some butter, some milk, some salt in there. I am going to hold back on the pepper because I really don't like pepper. Like, if I can taste the pepper, it's too spicy. Not a fan. Ooh. It's boiling. And I believe it said 15 minutes. Yeah, about 15. My timer's on up there, so let's see. I'm gonna Google timer. Oh, I did not set you to 5 minutes. What are you thinking? 15. Start. All right, got my 15-minute timer on. filmed this live, take a quick break, clean my dishes, and then I might come back to mash the potatoes. I don't know. We'll see. But if I don't come back, have a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy all of the amazing food and any, friends or family that you're seeing. And hopefully I will see you very soon. But we'll see, because depression is, it's real, and it's heavy, it's difficult. All right. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Back. Mashed potatoes supposedly are done boiling. But I gotta test it for myself. I think this is a little lopsided. Let me just fix this real quick. Yep, that's better. And I used all my forks. Yeah, I need to upload my dishwasher. Anyway. Oh, it does go right through. Alright, so I'm going to start off by draining them. I just boiled them for 15 minutes in some slightly salted water. Maybe slightly hot, so for protection I'll use some gloves and other mitts. Perfect. Trying to get any more water out. Really drain them. And then pour them in this bowl, which is kind of being blocked by all my other stuff, but I already started pouring, so one more. I'm assuming it worked. Ow! So we've got this. Now I'm thinking it should be in a bigger bowl. It's like I already got this bowl dirty, but yeah. This really is the perfect size, but it's really hot. Sorry, that was aggressive. Okay, I'm gonna use this instead, so I have some more room to really whip it up. And then I've got salt, pepper, butter, and milk. I normally don't put anything in my potatoes, but today's kind of a special occasion, so we're gonna go all out. This is actually my first time using this hand mixer since I got it almost a year ago, so let's see how this plug it in. And let's mash these babies up. Look at that. Alrighty. I did keep the skins on the potatoes because I like the skins, so that was on purpose, in case you were wondering. Just looking at my corn casserole. Oh, it might be done early. If you watched the last live, you would have seen me make this corn casserole. Look how beautiful it looks. So this is the end result. And then I did not have a cake pan, so for the rest of it, I put it in a muffin pan. And so that's, of course, why it didn't take as long to bake as the directions stated. Comparison to the directions stated. Okay, so back to the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna put some butter in, nothing crazy. Let's do a tablespoon. Okay, I'm gonna wash that right away. Now I'm hoping that it's just gonna melt in there because the potatoes are so hot. Oh wait, why did I want to put them back first? What happens when you don't pay attention? Wait, why did I get out the pepper? I don't like pepper. That just occurred to me. I was like, what are you doing, Monique? What are you doing? All right. Now I do have to be careful with how much I mash these because I'm very particular, and if it's too creamy, it kind of grosses me out, which is why I like the skins actually. Just a little bit of salt, nothing crazy. All right. And a little bit of milk. That's that. Well, I should probably taste it, shouldn't I? This butter still isn't. You know what? I kind of want some more salt. I mean, it tastes fine. Like, I love the taste of potatoes, but I'm like, all right. Why not? Yeah. Maybe a little more milk. Yep. That's good. All right. Well, I guess I can actually have lunch now. Might as well, right? So, let me just rinse this stuff out. Okay, so here's what we got for lunch. I know a lot of people have Thanksgiving dinner, but but I've always done Thanksgiving lunch. So I'm going to be having this frozen meal from Healthy Choice. I've had it before, it's really good. Turkey, potatoes, green beans, craisins. Probably should have looked at how long do you cook it in the microwave? 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. Do that. Then, my very favorite Thanksgiving food, jellied cranberry sauce. So let me get out my electric can opener. This is going to be difficult, isn't it? It doesn't really have an edge to grab onto. I think I'm going to have to hand open this actually. Just because of how the brim is. Like there's nothing for the electric can opener to grab onto, so. What a fail. What an absolute fail. Well, that's confusing. I don't really know why I did that. Well, that could have just gone down the drain. That would have been bad. Oh my God. What's happening? Which one should be on first, though? I didn't pay that much attention, you know? Maybe it is this. Is there another piece on this? It literally just fell apart as I was using it. Like, what the heck? What, now you don't want to go? Well, this is a mess. I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't open this. I'm supposed to open it. Jeez. It just doesn't seem like it's going to hold to me. Oh, okay, it did cut it though. You can see that. Kind of. It did cut it. So, I guess I'll just go with that, same direction, same spot. Are you doing anything? Like, I swear I know how to use a can opener. I swear. It's just really not wanting to work with me here. Yeah, kind of exposed as to why I use the electric can opener. Oh my god, I have never encountered a can like this. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that by myself. But here's my entree. Just pour it out. It's got a nice like gravy-like sauce in there. Fork. Mix it up. Then let's see. Can we just like dump it out? Ooh. Plop. That's all right. That's all right. Still edible. Still totally edible. I'm gonna just plop that right in there. And some mashed potatoes. Alright. So, this is my Thanksgiving meal. I'll have to take a picture because I don't want it to just fall right off. Or you know what? Let me just take this off. Alright. So here's my Thanksgiving meal. That main dish in the middle, the mashed potatoes I just made, and the corn casserole I made on my last live. And I am gonna have to have a stern talking to with this can of cranberry sauce because I am determined to eat cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving. And yeah, it is just not letting me open it. Well, with that, I'm going to end this live here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving and a great rest of your day. Bye.